Hello everybody, it's Jordo here from DM Nord TV. I was lucky enough to get the first half of my Kickstarter for Marvel Zombies recently, and I decided, let's do an unboxing. So here we are with the latest edition of the Zombicide game from CMON Games. It is Marvel Zombicide. It just kind of fresh off the boat from Kickstarter. This is the base game. I don't have any of the goodies yet, but we thought we would take a look at what's in the box. So let's take a look. Get that off to the side. We got our lovely instruction manual. We're going to take a look at what the difference is in this game versus the regular game. We got a lovely inner box. Let's see the bottom for content guide. Oh, there's all our goodies. So we have got all of our tokens, all of our dice. Well, we got nice little teeth on this on the one side, I guess that is. Those look kind of cool. We got the typical little standy things for your zombies or your players. We got little tokens, which are going to probably go on the player boards. We've got a ton of cards that we will get into. Why don't we take everything out of the box? Because we don't know what any of these are. These are the player cards, different abilities of the zombies. And yeah, let's get rid of that. And let's take a look at our tokens / locations. Starting with our tokens, pretty standard fare here are probably our zombie spawn points. I don't think there's zombies in this one. You're actually spawning as the people. Nice little comic book feel to it. Let's see if we can get in a little... Oh no, you can see it pretty good on screen there. It's got the comic book artwork to it, your standard doors and stuff. Nothing that we haven't seen before in the Zombicide world. I'm not too sure what those are going to be, but we'll take a peek there. But let's look at the location tiles. So we'll walk through these bit by bit. Again, your pretty standard Zombicide street view here. You got your labels on there, you got your artwork, you got some stuff inside. So I'm assuming that tells you what's going to spawn and what's not. But we'll zip through all of these. Oh, the Daily Bugle. Seen better days there. Poor JJ. That's just a kind of standard starting spot. A little science lab. Oscorp. Oh, and they got like the goblin tech in there. I kind of like what they're doing with this. Looks like a bar. Any chance that's Luke's bar? Who knows? Oh, Heroes for Hire. I think I was close. They might be related. And I don't see any special... Oh, wait. Nelson and Murdoch law offices. I like that. Avengers Tower. Generic building number 4. Oh, Alias Investigations. Oh, Jessica Jones. I do like how they're kind of incorporating just damage control, incorporating a lot of the Marvel stuff into the actual street view. Nice little pizza place. That looks like Doctor Strange's house, I think. What is that? I don't know what that is, but that feels Marvel-y. Fogwell's Gym. I dig it, man. I like what they've done with the streets. They didn't have to kind of get this fancy, but they did. Again, pretty standard Hell's Kitchen. Makes sense. Pretty standard stuff in the tile department. Nothing mind-blowing there, but the artwork is actually really, really nice. Especially compared to the, well, going back way back to first edition. This is quite a nice upgrade. So let's move on to the next set of goodies. Okay, so like all Zombicide games, we have got a nice little set of dice. We've got the little blood splatters for the numbers, and we've got the bite, the zombie bite there for the, I'm guessing that's the one rolls, which I assume are still bad. Um, Again, standard fare for your Zombicide stuff. Nice feel, nice looking dice, nice feel. Let's take a look at some of the cards. Okay, so here are the cards that come in the base game. So we've got a bunch of different piles of cards, each kind of serving a different purpose. So these ones here are your zombie cards and your bystander cards for hero mode. So this is a way that's going to let you play as the heroes themselves. That is more involved with, I think it's called the resistance box. So I'm not actually going to kind of go over these, but basically it's got your zombie cards, so you'll be fighting against the zombies and your bystanders. I'm not going to take a look at those right now. We'll save those for when the when the resistance card comes, or box comes in. You've got this Avengers sign reference card, so that was one of the tokens in the set. So the Avengers sign actually does something. In this case, we're zoomed in there. Perfect. It says roll 1 die for each enemy in the targeted zone. Heroes are ignored for this attack. Flip the token to its damage side after the first use. Remove it after the second use. So you get 2 shots with this. Looks like a nice way to kind of cause some mass damage. Here are the heroes that our zombies will be fighting against. We've got Thor. We've got Spider-Man. We've got Black Panther. We've got Ms. Marvel, Scarlet Witch, and Doctor Strange. All of these have minis kind of associated with them, which hopefully we'll kind of get those on screen as we're going here. But Thor, well, why don't we break those out while we're doing this, or we'll try to break those out. So we got Thor here. I'm gonna get some close-up pictures of him as well. It's CMON, so you know you're going to get really nicely sculpted pieces here, and this is no different. I can't wait to start painting some of these guys, so we'll see how quickly we get around to doing that. But that's Thor. Thor, his attacks deal 2 wounds, so he is your beat stick. Why don't we put him like that? Spidey, where are you, Spidey? Spider-Man, which I'm very disappointed we don't actually have a zombie Spider-Man in this game, but again, a nice little figure from CMON. Spider-Man spawns in the closest zone with a zombie hero. So he is going to show up quick and probably beat you down a little bit. But that's Spider-Man. Black Panther is next. Wakanda forever. Again, nice detail on there. That's really nice looking. Little cleanup needs to be done there before we paint. But Black Panther performs a number of actions per activation equal to 1 plus the highest danger level among the zombie heroes. So he's got variable actions against you, which I think is going to be bad. All of them have their hit points up top there. So Thor is a tough. These guys are mid-range. These guys are little. Who is next? Ms. Marvel. Ms. Kamala. Again. Oh, that's going to be hard to paint when there. She's got such a small little face and a giant fist. I love what they've done with the bases. Like, they've really added a lot of character to the bases. But what can she do? Ms. Marvel can attack zombie heroes from 3 zones away regardless of line of sight. The walls will still block her, so she can hit you from a distance. Scarlet Witch. What do you do, Scarlet? Wanda? That's actually pretty boring base compared to some of the others, but still very nice sculpt. Zombie heroes in her zone must re-roll all hits. So she is going to cause a little chaos and make it harder to hit her. And last but not least, the Doctor himself, Doctor Strange. He acts as a spawn point during each enemy phase. Oh my god, that base is beautiful. I hope I get a good picture of this. Well, you can kind of see it on there. Like, such detail on that one, and it got the nice little tentacles coming out. I love this one. This one might be my favorite so far. But those are the heroes we will be facing in the core box. We'll go, like I said, I'll try to get some better pictures of these up as soon as possible. Hopefully they show up in the video here. But let's move the heroes out of the way because we are done with those guys. Of course, in the add-on boxes, you're going to get 8 kajillion heroes and zombies to play with, but that's what we got to start with. This is the bystander deck. So these will be spawning at certain times, and you're going to get different things you need to do with these as they show up. The zombies are going to want to kill them. The heroes are going to want to save them. So I think you get these cards once you defeat them. But we've got Mary Jane, JJ, Blind Owl, Betty Ross, Agent Coulson. I never know how to say her name. Okoye, Pepper Potts, Bob. I love that Bob's in the game. That's amazing. Is there a Bob? I hope there's a Bob Mini to go with all these. Sharon Carter, Aunt May, Wong, Thunderbolt Ross, and then instead of getting a bystander, you get spawned on. And then secret missions. We'll have to see what those are. I don't know anything about those at this stage. But let's kind of jump into the box. Let's see what we got for bystanders. Oh, yeah, we do have bystanders. So again, we'll get those up in there, but I mean, we've got Agent Coulson there. We got Bob. Bob might be one of the first ones we try to get some paint on. I got to get all these guys primed ASAP. Thunderbolt Ross. Again, Zombicide, you know what you're getting. Blind Owl. But yeah, all those bystanders seem to have little minis on them. This, of course, is your spawn deck. We all know what that does. This is how the good guys come to kill you. So lots and lots of shield agents will be coming to stop the zombie hordes. Yeah, nothing. Oh, that's when the superheroes pop up. Yeah, nothing special. It's a zombie deck. This is probably what amounts to like the weapons deck or the equipment deck in the older games. It's your zombie traits. So instead of weapons, you're going to get abilities. So we're not going to go over all of them, but we'll go over a couple of them. So Frenzy discard during your turn and increase your hunger. Perform 1 free attack action. Let's go through another one. Lunge, discard during your turn and increase hunger. Move up to 1 zone, ignoring enemies. Then perform 1 free devour attack. So yeah, these are your weapons that you'll be dealing with here. And then there's some bad things in there too. There's good things, but then there's some bad ones. So the surprise spawns and whatnot. So that is the little decks that you're going to get. And like I said, all these little guys have minis to go with them. So let's jump into the zombies, because that's what we're here for, right? The main villains. Okay, so this is what we're all here for. The main players, the guys you get to play. So again, I'll just quickly show you, there are cards for this hero mode where you can play the heroes that we just kind of showed you. But we're not going to go through that at this point. We're going to look at the zombies, because these are the guys you get to play as. You start the game with 6 base zombies. You've got Captain America, Iron Man, Wasp, Hulk, Captain Marvel, and Deadpool. So let's look quickly at each of those guys. So who is first on our list? We've got Iron Man. So we got our nice little Zombicide board, which is awesome. This is where your little cubes are going to go. You got your not your life tracker, your experience tracker on the bottom, as per usual. That's a little sticky. There we go. So as you eat things, you're going to go up in abilities there. But this is Mr. Stark in zombie form. He's got some basic abilities. Repulsor Blast. After attacking with Missile Wave, you may push all enemies in that zone into an adjacent zone. That's your basic ability. Then he's going to get the extra actions. Again, this is kind of your standard Zombicide stuff. Evasive Maneuvers. After completing any attack that eliminates at least 1 enemy, you may perform 1 free move action, ignoring enemies during that move. Suit auto control. While ravenous, you may perform actions as normal. So again, here's your abilities, here's your rolls. This is where your extra cards are going to end up going. This is the dude. Again, it looks really good all by itself, but it's going to look even better once we slap some paint on it. So that is Iron Man. Who is next? Captain Marvel. Should have put these in the right order. Again, here's Ms. Marvel. I guess Captain Marvel, because we do have a Ms. Marvel. I hope it's showing up, but man, the faces look really, really good on these. Again, the detail that they've gotten on these little miniatures is amazing. And again, I'm comparing it to where things started to where they are right now. She's carrying somebody's head. I don't know if that's what's a scroll head. Okay. That's neat. I like it. Looks like a scroll there, but I don't really see the ears on the mini there. Anyway, what can Captain Marvel do? Energy blast. Each time you attack with mighty punches, you may eliminate one trooper or specialist from your zone. So the trooper specialists will be like your walkers, runners, fatties, things like that. Extra action, Danvers special. Once during your turn, you may spend one action to move up to 2 zones, ignoring enemies, into a zone containing enemies. Then perform one free Mighty Punches attack. And energy absorption. Each time you would suffer a wound from enemies, you may instead increase hunger to prevent that wound. My understanding is that hunger is what's going to kind of drive you insane to some degree. But again, that's Ms. Marvel. And I think that is the Wasp is next. Again, can't say it enough. The mini is incredible. The wings are all like damaged and destroyed. It's quite cool looking. A little bit of a gap there, so I'm gonna have to try to fill that in. Probably where they glued her together, maybe? Maybe that's a 2-piece mini? Or maybe the paint will fill in there. I don't know. We'll see. What can she do? Diminutive size. You may ignore target priority when attacking with either Wasp, Sting, or Devour. Oh, so she's going to be able to get around. In most Zombicide games, there's an order that you can attack things in. Sounds like she can get around that, which seems like a very handy ability. She's probably not the most strong. She's probably not the strongest character, but probably worthwhile to have. Biosynthetic wings. Once during your turn, you may spend one action. There's a smudgy there. To perform a move action, moving up to 3 zones and ignoring enemies. So she's going to be able to fly away a little bit faster. Tiny body, big meal. Once during your turn, you may perform one free Devour attack. If you target a trooper, guard, or specialist, they are automatically eliminated. Interesting. I like that. If I'd planned this better, we would have saved the big boy for last, but that's the way he came out of the box. So let's look at the giant man himself, Mr. Banner. Dr. Banner, sorry, he didn't go to school to be called Mr. Oh my god, there's like bone and torn flesh. Like this one, because he's so much bigger, you can see things so much better. Bent steel and aim soldier helmets. This guy looks awesome. Maybe he'll be like the first one we paint up, because I think he was the first I did in Marvel United. Hulk, strongest one there is. Of course he is. Enemies have -1 toughness against your attacks to a minimum of 1. Unless using a Thunderclap, you may re-roll any dice if there is a superhero in your zone, so he gets to smash things a little easier. +1 action, Thunderclap. When attacking with Smash, you may replace your base dice with 1 die for each enemy in the zone before any bonuses, ignoring superheroes for this attack. Hulk Hungry, you may eliminate more than 1 enemy when devouring. Follow normal target priority. Once during your turn, you may become ravenous and perform 1 free Devour attack. Yeah, I love this one. This one's super nice looking. Next is Monsieur Poole. I'm actually surprised he's in the base box. I don't know why. Mr. Deadpool. Again, I've said it before. I'll say it again. We've got the nice, got gorgeous detail, and that's not Bob, is it? Is that Bob's head? Anyway, he's carrying some poor guy's head. Adapting to the hunger. Once during your turn, you may increase hunger to draw one zombie trait. Merc with half a mouth. Once during your turn, you may select one zone with range 1. All enemies in that zone immediately activate and attempt to move into your zone. So he's going to be able to draw people away from the other, I want to call them heroes, but they're not heroes. They're the zombies. Didn't aim for the head. The first time you would be eliminated. You instead remain in play with 1 health and cannot be eliminated this round. Then immediately perform 1 free attack. So he gets to regenerate, which is very Deadpool-y. Again, this one is really, really nice. I don't know how I'm going to paint these. I can't decide. I can't decide if we want to go speed paints on those or regular paints. Speed paints would be nice just for speed. But I don't think they look as nice as other ones. And then last but certainly not least is the captain, Mr. Rogers. Yeah, again, beautiful, beautiful sculpts here. Captain America, what can he do? Shield block. Each time enemies attack your zone before assigning wounds, roll 1 die for each wound. On a 5+, prevent that wound. Of course, he's got a shield. A very clean shield. I feel that should be a little dirtier, or well, I guess you can't really bust up vibranium that much. +1 action, Ricochet. Once during your turn, after attacking with Vibranium Shield, perform 1 free Vibranium Shield attack with a range of 0 to 1. And Undead Leader. Once during your turn, you may have 1 other zombie hero within range 2 perform 1 free action. Then resume your turn. So he's the captain. He's going to be helping one control the battlefield. Again, these are the base game ones. In the Kickstarter, when we do get that final box, there will be 8 kajillion more. But that's kind of it. The rest of the box is full of the shield agents. We'll kind of, maybe at the end of the video here, kind of have just a little gallery of these guys kind of going through. But so far, I'm quite impressed with the production quality. I mean, it's CMON. They do a good job of this kind of stuff. Hopefully we're going to get to this to the table fairly quickly, so we can actually see what the gameplay is like, see how different it is from your standard Zombicide. But I am excited to play this. Yeah, thank you for watching. Do the whole like, subscribe if you like what we're doing, and have a great day. Bye.